Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. It is Saturday 18th of January and today we're going to get this tanker looking a bit better than it does. It's in a bit of a sorry state. It's been sitting outside over the winter. There was a little bit of muck on it from the last time it was used, and also it's got a wee bit of green now that's kind of showing up on it just from the rain hitting it over the whole winter. So we'll get her up and get a wash done on it and try to freshen it up a bit. The paint is a bit faded on it, but when it washes up fairly well. It washes up reasonably well. Slurry ban with us here has opened, so the closed period has ended. It ends with us on the 15th of January, so we can spread slurry. We haven't had to spread any yet. We did take a load out of one of the tanks on, was it Wednesday night? It was just starting to get up to the point where it needed to be emptied out, just take a load out. So probably at some stage this week we'll mix that tank at least, and we'll maybe start to spread on a couple of fields. We have a few fields that's bare enough that we can get a bit of early slurry out on, and in turn then that could lead maybe to a little bit of early grazing. So yeah, that'll be coming at some point this week. I did get a little bit washed on this tank up before Christmas, but unfortunately our power hose, the capacitor went on it. I literally had only started. I was maybe washing for about a minute or so. Just got a little bit of the back of it here washed, and yeah, capacitor went in it, so that put an end to that. We had to get a new capacitor for it, and I just haven't got back to washing it in since. So that's what we're going to do now. So 6.9 is out, it's up here, it's running and all. I'll go get it, hitch her on, and we take her up and put her on the wash bay and get going. So we're roughly about halfway through now. You can see there is a bit of a difference starting to show up now. A little bit of green is still up on the top. That's not coming off too handy. At some point Oh, I don't know what I'll do with it. The power hose won't really take it off. I've tried taking it off before, but it'll take a little bit of it off, but it really needs to be buffed or something else done with it to freshen it up. Maybe T-cut it, you know, something to bring the paint back up to the way it should be. To clean it down very well, and then take the paint back up. Yeah, so we'll just wash what we can at the minute, and we'll see about that then at a later date. But yeah, no, we'll continue on. There's still a little bit of oily bits around the pump, and I might clean under the mudguard here as well, and then we'll go around the far side and do the whole far side then as well. So we'll keep at it and get it done. So we have a wash, and it's come up fairly well. It does, look, it could do with a bit of a sponge. You can see there, like if you sponged it, it would come up a class better than what it is. But there's not much point if it's going to be stuck out in the clay again next week. Or clay stuck all over it and slurry over it from me back spreading. So yeah, at some point this year we will do something with it. We have a full set of stickers for it. So you can see the way these ones here have the sun and weathered a little bit. They're all peeling off, but I have a full set of stickers for it all around, and we can stick them on. So we'll probably just peel them all off and get the whole tank buffed, touch it up where needed, and it'll just keep it right. It is in fair good condition. Drive shaft's fairly good. It's on it since we got it. We bought this tank in 2010. But it had been rolled, had a little bit of damage on it. The barrel itself had no damage other than a few scrapes over the far side. Where are they? Here. You can still see, you can just about still see them there. Can you see them? You can just about see them. But I just touched them in with paint at the time. The eye of the drawbar was twisted round a little bit. So we got a couple of gas torches, heated it up, and actually got it twisted back easily enough. What else was damaged when we got it? There was, I think it was this one here was bent. This here was replaced. We bought that off Red Rock and welded it onto it. Was one of them bent, but it was straightened. I think it was the back one here might have had a little bit of a bend in it, but it's straightened. And this light here, it was bent. The bracket actually was okay, but it had pulted out and damaged, so we just bought a new one of those as well. So a few bits of damages. We had to buy a new hose for it and a new drive shaft. So it was sold at one of those auctions, just like not a breakers auction, like a damaged machinery auction. And I'd say somewhere along the line the drive shaft had been stolen of it. So yeah, that's kind of the history of the tanker. So it's been here since 2010. I think it's 08 or 09 is the year of it. It wasn't that old when we got it. Hadn't done a whole pile of work, and we've never really had to do anything to it since. Just keep the oil topped up in the pump, and we had to put a new tyre on it last year. there was some slices. You can see there's always little bits of markings will come on tires, especially we have a few tightish gaps and lanes that we have to go down, so there's little bits of scrapes, and that's what happened to the tire last year. It just blew out at one of those. But it's done quite a bit of work, but used but not abused, I suppose, would be the way to describe it. It's been well looked after. As I said before, gonna have to do something in the future about this the splash plate ban that's coming in. I don't think it's going to affect us until next year. At the end of the year, contractors have to either have a trail shoe or a dribble bar. I think we're okay until sometime next year. So, big investment to have to start to stick one onto this, or to change this tanker for one that has it. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Things would want to improve a little bit on the cattle front before you'd be making that kind of an investment. But I probably would put a dribble bar on this tanker. It's a good tanker. We don't really need any bigger. Like, if it was going bigger, it'd probably only be a couple of hundred gallons bigger, maybe 2,200 or something like that. You know, some of our fields are quite hilly, some of them are quite damp. There's a few low-lying fields quite damp, and any bigger tanker than that, I think we could run into a bit of bother with it on the hills or on the wet ground. So yeah, I think it's big enough. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I like this tanker. It's a good tanker, and when you have a piece of machinery and you know it, it's always a good bonus as well, because you know the history of it, and you know what you're buying, you know what you have. If you're buying a second-hand tanker, if I'm going to buy a second-hand tanker now with a dribble bar or something on it, you're not really sure how much work it's done, what it's done, and yeah, you're always better with what you know, I think. Or if you can find out the history of something, it's always a huge bonus. So that's really it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, bit of washing, bit of getting ready for Slurry that's coming up now this week. Everyone always likes the machinery videos and the Slurry videos, so I'm looking forward to getting back to spreading a bit of Slurry. In 2 months' time, I'll be sick looking at the tanker, and over the summer I'll be sick of it. But yeah, it's always nice to get back doing a little bit of field work after a bit of a prolonged break like what we've had. Also, don't forget that FarmFlex has only got 8 days to go. If you want to become a member of their online video streaming service, they've got 260 or 70 fantastic farming videos on there at the minute, and another one added every week. It's for as little as £1 a week if you subscribe for become a yearly member. So I've left a link in the description below. Get in there and go in through that link. If you're thinking about subscribing, get in there and do that now, because it also helps my my channel by doing that. What else have we got coming up this week? We have Slurry videos, I suppose, around the middle towards the end of the week. We'll be getting some videos up of that. Also, oh yes, I've had a company send me out a light. It's an LED light, just like one of those headlights, but it kind of comes off, and it's a handheld light as well. So I'll be doing a video on that in the coming days. So if you're thinking about buying a good LED, either one of those head torches that straps onto your head, or just like a normal flashlight, I've got some good deals on those coming up. They've given me a promotion code that you'll be able to punch in and get money off, and they've also got a flash sale. So if you do it on the right day and punch in the promotion code along with the flash sale, you could get some cheap LED lights, and they look extremely good quality. So, but I'll do a video on it now over the coming days and show you what they sent me out. That's really it, I think. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the sub button if you enjoyed this video. Yeah, leave a like on the video as well, and leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment. So yeah, so until the next one, take it easy.